And we're live. Hello, welcome to the first episode of great start, AMSP, otherwise known as a Moron Shaped Podcast. I'm here with Evan. Hold on a second.
Ooh.
Yeah? Right. Great start. So, how are you, Evan?
I am good. I just finished munching on a late night snack and I have too much work due tomorrow. How are you?
I'm fine. Late night stack, Evan, is 20 past 7.
Late
How
evening
bad
then.
is your sleep schedule?
It's actually not bad. I've been fixing it. Also, like, when does nighttime officially start? Because some people say 6 p.m.
I've always said 9:30.
Yeah, but like,
9:30 is when it gets to nighttime.
but it gets dark at like 5 p.m. or 4 p.m. in winter.
Yeah, but everyone knows that's just because it's like winter and just it's really fucking strange.
Yeah, but it's not afternoon when it's dark outside. If it's like 5 p.m. in December, it's not afternoon.
Yeah, but it's not so much. I don't really base it on like whether it's dark or not. I base it on the general vibe and like.
But
you know, your
What do you
mind
mean you
kind of.
don't base it off if it's dark or not? It's literally like that's the whole point.
No, because like that's the thing. Because I always go off like, say I wouldn't say like 7 or 8 o'clock, like 7 or 8 p.m. because I'd still be training and stuff then. I wouldn't say night starts until like the standard time when like people would like start going home and shit from being outside, which obviously doesn't really matter considering we're in a fucking pandemic now, and we haven't seen people in 2 months. That's annoying.
Base it off if it's dark or not. But then again, in Sweden, isn't it dark for like a full 2 days once per year? So they just don't get a daytime.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess. I don't know though. I just like, but yeah, I would base it off like I would always say 9:30 definitely it's nighttime now because I don't know, it's just energy.
The vibes, nighttime vibes.
No, it is genuinely just the vibes.
Yeah, I mean honestly, that's one thing I have to gripe about Ireland. It's a lovely country, but it's dark all the time, all the goddamn time.
Yeah.
And when it's not dark, it's cloudy. If I wasn't such an absolute pale-skinned piece of paper, I would go more like closer to the equator, so I had nicer days and longer summers. But I literally cannot see outside if it's sunny, so I'm built for the cold.
Yeah, that's true. I feel like I tan very easily, which is weird. Like there is a certain photo of me that I don't even have saved to my phone. It's just somehow saved to like everyone in my class's phone. It's one photo of me from like the summer before we went into secondary school. It's a picture of me when I was on holiday in Spain, and I am fucking orange, like just completely orange.
Yeah, dude. I don't tan. I get burnt, and the layer under my burnt skin gets tanned through like the UV penetration. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, that's kind of how it works, isn't it? Most people who get sunburned just come out with a tan afterwards.
Yeah, and that tan lasts for a long time
because it's skin. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I love. I was about to say I love Ireland. I don't. I do not like this country that much. But like the weather is one of the big turn-offs. Like,
honestly,
I don't know.
Ireland's pretty chill. Pretty neato. Apart from like
Evan, you say that because you
bad weather.
Well, you say that because you live in Kildare, and like Kildare's quiet. Like I never thought I'd say this, but I hate like how busy stuff is here in Dublin.
Let's go somewhere else. Okay, but seriously though, like most
the podcast needs to make revenue for 7. Then we can
I'd say like 90%
AMSP clout houses.
I'd say like 90% of Ireland though is out of Lego. No, Bro, you get up in the morning, and the entire floor is a death trap. You go to put on your slippers, and they're made of Lego too. It just pain. You go to take two steps, your slippers come off because they're stuck to the ground because it's also made of Lego. You know what I mean?
Honestly, though, like my feet, they would get used to it. Like after about like a week, your feet would just be built for it.
No, you're gonna wake up every morning and climb out of your Lego bed in extreme pain, only to get dripped on because your Lego roof has no insulation. So you'll be freezing cold, you'll be damp, you'll be in pain constantly. You crack open your cupboard in the morning and bust out your Lego cornflakes.
No, you open the cupboard and it just falls apart completely.
That is one thing actually. House maintenance is never going to be so easy.
Yeah, you open it too hard and the entire thing just comes off and like falls down, breaks your Lego counter because you didn't account for it. If it was hollow, then any sort of force would make it collapse. And this is why we stopped listening to fucking Ed Sheeran in 2011, because he writes songs that don't make sense, and also because he's bad at making songs.
Hey, listen. Everyone likes to talk shit about Ed Sheeran. I think he's both overrated and underrated in that he's not this piece of garbage like trash tier, bottom tier musician.
I like some of his songs.
Yeah, but he's also like not number one artist streamed worldwide.
I don't think he is anymore, is he?
He is on Spotify anyway. He's like universally.
Still, I thought someone overtook him.
Post Malone overtook him in 2019. But he was for a while. Yeah, go figure. Post Malone was the number one streamed artist on Spotify for 1 year.
I mean, yeah, that makes sense. He did have an album out that year. He had at least one number one single that year. It makes sense.
Anyway, I think Ed Sheeran should be like precisely where he is now, just a B-list who makes nice country songs and shows up every once in a while. But stop with the collabs. Like, come on. Ed Sheeran.
No, that's what I was gonna say. That's it. Like, yeah, just not on that really bad collab album. But like, it's the more low key. He had an entire collab album. The one with, like, there are some bad songs on there. I don't mind the one he did with Khaled, but like, the single with Justin Bieber, I don't think it ever became a single. But the one he did with Eminem and 50 Cent.
How does Ed Sheeran keep making music with all of these artists that you don't imagine Ed Sheeran would ever fit with?
Well, at this point, I'm kind of just used to Eminem deciding to make music with Ed Sheeran because Eminem is fucking deluded and thinks that Ed Sheeran is someone who Eminem would have made fun of in 2000 for making bad pop music.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, Eminem is someone Eminem would have made fun of in 2000.
That also, yeah. But no, Ed Sheeran is like literally. If you had to compare it to someone Eminem did make fun of in 2000, it would have been Everlast, a white guy who started making like rap songs, because that's Ed Sheeran's her songs were a lot more rap heavy. Then kind of moved into acoustic guitar ballads, and then tried to keep up the like rap shtick every once in a while, and it just did not turn out well. Difference is Ed Sheeran has never made anything as good as Jump Around. Nobody has ever made anything. Yeah, but yeah, no, like, I don't know, like, Ed Sheeran he keeps trying to make collaborations outside of his fucking genre, which is stupid because he has his thing and he should stick to it, you know?
That's the thing. He does folk songs good. He's good at doing them.
Yeah,
but he keeps not doing them.
Songs. Even at most is worse. Like, I mean, like, there is good Ed Sheeran collabs. So, like, Sing is a collaboration with Pharrell. The thing is, it's low key because Pharrell doesn't have a verse or anything. He just does backup vocals and he did some of the production.
Damn, dude, imagine getting invited to collab on a song and you just show up for the studio, do some backup vocals to warm up, and again get ready to spit the verse you wrote, and they just go, "Yeah, no, that's good. Fuck off." Bro, that's embarrassing.
That's I'm trying to think. There was an example of something like that was in my mind, but I can't think of it. I think it was the original Renegade, actually. No, because obviously you know Renegade with Eminem and Jay-Z, yeah, like one of the
No.
best like.
Dude, don't put me in this situation. Have you ever heard someone say to me, "Hey Evan, do you know X?" And I go, "Oh yes, of course. This came out in that year."
that is fair, but
Hey Evan, do you know the Nativity? Do you know the birth of Jesus Christ? Was he the accountant?
sorry, I'm Irish. I haven't heard of him.
Yeah.
No, but like it's like you might recognize it if you hear it, but like the thing was that wasn't like that ended up on Jay-Z's like big album, The Blueprint. But that was never meant to be a Jay-Z song. That was supposed to be like Eminem and Royce the 5'9", like a Bad Meets Evil song. And then Eminem just told Royce, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna just give this to Jay-Z." And then that was it.
Huh.
And that's why Eminem and Royce were beefing for like half a decade. Just because Eminem took Renegade and then just gave it to Jay-Z.
I gotta be real, for a genre that's supposed to be going so hard, rap beef is so fucking petty sometimes.
Oh, it is so petty so often. But that's why I love it a lot of the time. Like most of Eminem's beefs have just been really petty. Like the MGK one was just absolute. Actually, no, the MGK one was slightly more justified than others, considering it started from MGK perving on his daughter. Well, I say slightly more justified because he brought it up like this was the only good point MGK had in his diss tracks. Really was. Why are you bringing it up 6 years after it happened? Like at that point, like
has it been 6 years?
No, like when Eminem first made the diss against Machine Gun Kelly, it had been 6 years since that pervy tweet.
Damn. Maybe he just finally checked Twitter.
Yeah, he finally went onto Twitter and was just like, this motherfucker. Like he spent like a week scrolling, like no sleep or anything. He spent a week scrolling Twitter and then back in 2012.
Have you seen him? Nah, he's on his yearly Twitter binge. Oh, for fuck yeah, he does this every year or two. He just goes and checks everything.
And that's exactly how he got Kamikaze. He did his yearly Twitter binge only to find out everyone fucking hated Revival, so he made Kamikaze.
Yeah, honestly, that album does sound like he wrote it directly after he saw someone write shit about Revival and was like, fuck you, dude.
The Ringer literally sounds like the Ringer is so half-assed, it sounds like he's scrolling through Twitter while he's recording it.
Yeah, because honestly,
like
he has the technical ability to do that.
No, but that's the thing. Like, it sounds like he's just throwing out this is some names that come up on his feed. Like, it just comes up like Lil Pump. Like he scrolls through and sees a post about Lil Pump, and it's just like, yeah, throw that in. Have something about chicken wings. I don't know.
Yeah, dude. Oh my god, do you remember when Lil Pump was relevant? That was back in like the era of a YouTube drama where everyone was just angry and canceling everyone all the time. I miss that shit.
I mean, the YouTube drama is still around. It's just sad now. Like Jake Paul has been trying to beef literally everyone.
Yeah, it's not the same. Maybe it's because I'm older, but I don't know. I feel like there's a special place for like. There was a special like. Oh, go on.
It's because nobody makes like the thing about those times. Like people were making commentary videos on like Jake Paul and all. But like, look at the main commentary channels now. Like Leafy's barely come back and his fucking channel's dead. Pyro just makes movie reviews now and has a fart fetish.
Yeah, Leafy tried to come back. He just got cancelled. Just got fucking deleted.
Yeah, like Will and E just like Will and E just took an entire left turn. Memelis's channel is fucking dead. Oh god, dead. Like it's completely dead.
James
Nobody else-
Marriott just talks about Lily Pons. So that's kind of it.
Yeah, and but like he has a decent little gimmick there because he's like trilingual and he made an entire song in Spanish, just like bully her for thinking she can make reggaeton.
Her reggaeton ain't even that bad, like honestly. Kind of catchy though.
Yeah,
Not gonna lie.
yeah. It's just it's also just because she's just unfunny. She is not a
Yeah.
funny person.
Just not funny. Oh god, it's so bad. Just even thinking about it, I don't want to. Yeah, Little
Yeah.
Pump was he was there. I honestly, he just blends into my mind.
Yeah, I mean, I still feel guilty about like there are a couple Lil Pump songs I like. That's the thing. Like one of his singles with Lil Wayne off his only album still is pretty good. Like it's really catchy.
Yeah, but his career just died. He was interesting for like 2 weeks, and people started
That's the
talking
thing.
about him.
He
and then
kind of
people
just
stopped.
like it was more so. He took a break from like social media and stuff, and that when you're someone with as little like continual interest as him, it's not gonna like work. And then when you come back and start like trying to endorse Trump, and like,
He endorsed Trump.
do you not remember him turning up at one of Trump's rallies during the election to endorse him?
No, I don't go to Trump rallies. Why do you know about that, Coy?
Because I'm on Twitter, Evan. I can't escape it.
And that was your first mistake. Just don't go on Twitter.
True, but I've acquired like 2 fans. You know, slow
what did it
start, but we can
cost?
keep building. Everything.
What did it cost though?
My sanity. But also, like, I mean, like half the YouTubers I've watched have like liked or replied to my tweets as well, and like beef with Benzino. So there's swings and roundabouts.
Yeah, fair enough.
So we should probably bring up the elephant in the room about how this is not my first attempt at a podcast. Probably won't be my last either, knowing me. But
Yeah.
if you didn't know, me and Evan were part of a podcast called the Atticast with someone else who we won't name for just personal reasons.
Okay.
I mean, like if you'll know who it is if you watched it, but if you don't, then like, I mean, all the videos are down now anyway, so it's a lost relic of time.
You don't want to give him the clout.
Yeah, no, yeah. Also, I just don't think they'd like appreciate being brought up. Like they did try distance themselves from the whole Outcast thing, but it was fun when we started. But then like we all just kind of like made mistakes. I turned up drunk. It wasn't a great idea to have the least interested person being charged of all the recording and editing and uploading. That probably wasn't a great idea. For God's sake, crying children.
Yeah, I did nothing. I was guilty of no flaws. I just turned up.
Yeah, you didn't do anything wrong because you couldn't. You lived in Kildare. You just got onto Discord when you were asked like a little slave boy, like, Evan, come on, Evan, it's 3 p.m. Time for talk about socialist Gibby.
Babe, it's 4 p.m. Time for a podcast.
I think the image that sums it up perfectly is a meme I found like the day after we recorded it. We recorded the one where I was drunk, which was just a picture of a cat with a bottle of Pepsi, a bottle of whiskey, and a microphone, and it just said podcast. That sums up the Atticast. And now there are no remnants of it left apart from the members. Everything's gone, even the
and
Atticast
also
Twitter account.
that one last episode that never got published.
I I would hope that Matthew has deleted that one, despite the fact it was probably one of our better.
You said his name.
Shit. We can keep it in. He definitely doesn't watch my videos anymore. Though he did like the post announcing the brand change on Instagram. So maybe in like the next 5 years I'll bring him back and we can have an atticast reunion.
I don't think that's gonna happen. But
yeah, no,
you never know.
You never know. But he might get bored of it in lockdown. But like, it is annoying. But like at the same time, looking back, like the branding was all off. Black and white
the branding
for a podcast, just black and white branding for a podcast, like everything being black and white, is just it isn't gonna work, is it?
Nah, I kind of like monotone. I think mono can work sometimes. It depends on.
I don't know, it kind of fit the vibe we were going for, but like it just didn't attract any attention. Also, let's be real, the fucking font Matthew picked for like the logo and all that, it just didn't scream podcast. It screamed.
Okay, so moving on.
It's cool, just like not really for a podcast. Like it looks like a coffee shop brand. Like it looks like an independent coffee shop.
Yeah. Okay.
Moving on. But yeah, no, I mean, I guess like we could take elements from it. Like the album review thing probably could have gone somewhere if we hadn't.
I mean,
if we hadn't started off by picking like an album that two of us had already heard and one of us was very unwilling to listen to.
Yeah. An album segment would be a good idea for the new podcast, though. That's.
Yeah. Okay, I know you started going through like Kanye's albums and stuff recently.
Yeah, I recently discovered Mr. West. I went in a massive fucking. I took my boat full of scurvy-riddled sailors, and I sailed across the land. Oh God! Wait, no, I probably shouldn't compare myself to conquistadors. Anyway, let's scratch all of that. I don't. Yeah, that has some bad connotations. I don't want to be associated with them.
Yeah, I do not want to be associated with the conquistadors, or else I will get cancelled.
No me gusta los conquistadores. Stinky. Anyway, but yeah.
I was just gonna say, it was you say discovered, like you turned up at like one of your mental wards or something, and Kanye was sitting there and he just like gave you a SoundCloud.
I just walking down the street and I kick a pebble out of anger, and Kanye West just materializes from underneath, hands me a stack of CDs containing his entire discography, and then just walks off.
God, I wish that would happen.
Yo, wouldn't that be amazing though?
That would be amazing. Like Kanye is someone I like. There are a few celebrities that I wouldn't want to meet in person. Kanye is definitely one I would want to meet. He's just like, he's so funny. Like whether he means it or not, he is just constantly hilarious. Like even just this week, a story came out about him.
I don't think he means it.
Sometimes he does. Like if you've heard like his skits on some of his albums or like just interviews, he definitely is like a fun, like he is.
Actually,
like
yeah,
Eminem.
Late Registration is good skits.
Yeah, exactly. Like he's like Eminem. He can be funny. It's just he's also funny when he isn't trying. So it's hard to tell when he does try.
Yeah, I don't like Kanye as a person. Like as a human, he doesn't seem like the best dude. But
no, I do like this. I disagree with a lot of his morals and politics, but yeah, he makes good music and he seems like a funny person. Well, you've listened to what? Late Registration.
Late Registration. No. So I went Late Registration and I got kind of bored towards the ending of that.
Yeah, that is true. It is a very long ass album. Like.
Yeah, and the way I function, man, I need to listen to an album fully in one sitting before I can go and just mix tracks. I don't know why I'm like this, but every
no,
single
I'm the
time.
same. Yeah, like I definitely would have to like if I'm listening to an album, I have to give it a full listen before I start like listening to tracks out of order. Like,
No, I don't mean having a full listen. I mean if I get bored and leave, I have to start again the next time. I don't have to. I just do
yeah,
anyway
no,
because.
oh yeah,
Catchy
no, I
stuff.
do that as well. Yeah.
Except when I started listening to Life of Pablo, I just couldn't get past the first 4 songs because they're so catchy. I just kept going back.
That's I personally think the Life of Pablo is overrated as hell as an album. Like, there's a load of great songs on it, but as an album, it's a complete fucking mess. Like, it is just so all over the place. It's like listening to a greatest hits album, but like he doesn't have it in like chronological order. He just threw songs together from different eras of Kanye. That's what the Life of
Yeah.
Pablo sounds like.
Only that album I've
But
listened to fully is Graduation, and yeah, that shit's incredible.
yeah, I like Graduation. I know there's a few people who don't think it's as good, and then there's a few people who overrate it slightly. But I still think it's a really good album. And obviously, you also did My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, which
Yes,
again,
I did.
I really like. I still really like that album. I still think that's a great album. I just think like the last 3 tracks on it, just like they kind of lose me. Like if you cut the album off a Hell of a Life, that's probably a 10 out of 10 album.
Yeah. Again, I didn't listen to the last 4 tracks. I just got bored. I can't listen to full albums. I don't have the attention span.
I mean,
which is
yeah,
unfortunate.
I can see how you would get bored with like the 4-minute solo on Runaway.
Yeah, but honestly, I think the thing that's just consistent overall is just Kanye is an incredible producer. People, whenever people talk about Kanye, everyone gives him credit for being like a really good hip hop artist. But man, it's the production that makes it for me. The lyrics are good, but it's just like the sampling and the underlying mix is so good all the time.
Yeah. No, yeah, it's definitely like I don't like he does get like people to produce for him on his albums and stuff, but like all of it like the thing I think that summarizes Kanye as a producer is all the Wyoming session from like 2018 where he produced 5 albums over the course of a couple of weeks. Was it 5?
That is terrifying.
No, I think it was
Yeah,
4.
but
It was 4, but here's the thing.
yeah,
If
I
you
think
look at the
production.
albums, one of them was a solo album, which is I think is a really good album. It's probably his most emotional and most personal album, and I think there's some amazing songs on it. Then Kids See Ghosts, the collabs tape with Kid Cudi, like 10 out of 10, one of my favorite albums I've ever heard. Then Daytona with Pusha T, I haven't really heard that one in full yet. But
yeah,
what I have heard from it, it seems good. And Nazir by Nas, which again I haven't really heard, but is supposed to be really good.
yeah, I think production is like it's like playing an instrument where once you get really good at it, you kind of just pick it up and go and play shit, and you can crank out really consistently good stuff in a few hours.
Especially when like he perfected his craft really. Like he produced 5 beats a day for 3 summers. That's like 1,500 beats. That's insane.
Fuck me, man. Yeah. Jesus
Yeah, it's just
Christ.
imagine having that work ethic. Like this is coming from someone who this is coming from people who ran podcasts into the ground after like 2 episodes. Like it's just he's an incredible musician, and I really want like a couple more good albums before he gets put into a mental asylum.
Yeah, man, the divorce that's gotta be rough on him.
Yeah, the divorce is gonna fuck him over so bad, financially and like mentally.
I don't think it's going to do too bad financially because let's be real, like this man doesn't have much in liquid assets.
Yeah, that is true.
I
He
don't think
does. It's
no
but
judge is going to be going, listen, Mr. West, you got to give her half of your shoes. You got to give her half of your shoes, man. I'm sorry,
like
that's just how
not
it is.
just stocks. She just gets to pick out like shoes from his closet.
Yeah, no. Let's be real. His wardrobe is probably worth more than most people's houses.
Yeah, that is true. For such a creative man, like his clothes are plain as shit, and his shoes are just confusing. Like
I don't know, man.
his shoes go from like looking like the Yeezy Boost, like standard Yeezys, fine enough, unique enough that like yeah, I can see the point of buying them. But like some of the like flip flops or like slipper things, like they just look like dinosaur. They look like dinosaur skulls. A couple of them. Like, have you seen the video of him pissing on his Grammy?
No, I've seen the one of him flushing a Grammy down the toilet. Not
No,
not that one.
he isn't flushing it down the toilet. That he pissed on it.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
fair.
but like he's wearing like his Yeezy slides and that, and they look like Bionicle heads. Like they look like part of a Bionicle set.
Honestly, I'd buy those, man. Like if Bionicle came out with a slipper line, you catch me rocking those in school.
Yeah, to be fair, yeah, if I could fucking afford them, yeah. Like that's one thing I want to be rich for. I want to be rich just for the purpose of it would enhance my shit postability so much.
Yeah, I think like people like Elon Musk, they just have so much money. They can just they can create ultimate shit posts. This man literally just made an entire
Yeah, he's going to make a civilization on Mars. And probably the worst thing about that is just how his wife just admitted, yeah, he's gonna take me for like slave labor, but like it's cool because we're gonna have people on Mars, and I'm just like, bitch, get the fuck out of there, get the bag and run.
Wait, did you say slave labor? What?
Yeah, apparently when they go to Mars, she's going to have to go with him and do all like the physical labor it takes to set it up, and apparently all their son as well, which is terrifying because
doesn't he have like enough money to pay someone to do that for him? Doesn't his wife have enough money to pay someone to do that for him? Or for her? Or for them both? I don't know, man. They seem too rich to have to do physical labor.
Yeah, but like Elon Musk, this is Elon Musk. Anything involving with space is like his baby.
Yeah. Honestly, I can't imagine Elon Musk just going to Mars as just a normal Mars colonist. Like, you know that man is just going to be rocking with indebted servitude for his entire civilization.
I think he's going to fail to even... Like, they have rovers on Mars right now or whatever. Can you... Elon is not going to make it to Mars. Well, if he does,
no, I think he will. I think he will for the express purpose that humans are just really fucking hell-bent on doing shit just because we can. You ever see the guy who climbed Everest and they asked him why he did it and he just went because it was there? Or just the fact that we went to the moon in the first place? Like, I swear people will go to work on Mars colonies for the express purpose of going to work on Mars colonies.
I mean, if there's a way to split the Republican vote in America, that's the way to do it. Colonizing different places.
Just ship the Republicans to Pluto.
Yeah. No, just like go through the census. Is like you vote Republican in the last election. Yes. I go to space. Why? For colonizing. You had me at colonization. I didn't even finish the word.
What's that? You like the free market so much? Here, we freed you from the market. Welcome to capitalism. Pluto edition.
You like the free market? There we go. The market is completely free. Everything's free. We have nothing there. Go.
Everything's free. There is no law. Steal what you like. Ah, the free market.
The free market.
Wouldn't that be so fucking funny though?
Lie.
Wouldn't that be so fucking funny if a Republican just got up? Like, can you imagine a Republican just stands up as he's running for Congress and just goes, I want to free the market. Woo, yeah, we love you. How are you going to do it? Okay, hear me out. a market has to follow laws. So what if we just remove laws relating to theft? What? Yeah, no, just listen. We'll make it a free market. There'll be no laws. Steal what you want. Everything's free. Child labor is okay. And then, then he gets elected president. Because
because they already think child labor is okay, but actually having it be legal and also profitable, that's it. They're all sold.
Yeah, and also this man could literally just get up here and say we will let minimum wage workers be exploited in this country, and you would have like clothes companies, like you would have Primark and Adidas like knocking at people's doors, going, "I will give you $500 to vote for this man." Wouldn't that be so funny if companies like paid you to vote for things in their best interests? Like, it would be terrifying because people would do it because they wouldn't see the long-term negative impacts of that.
Yeah, but also I'd hope that most people would have enough business savvy to start a business like a bidding war on who they're going to vote for, and then that would just create a whole new market, and then people who accept it would probably close the poverty margin a bit.
No, that actually sounds super. That's like so dystopian. It's accidentally good for classes. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Well, not really.
Exactly. It's so dystopian that it accidentally puts us closer to a utopia.
Yeah, like instead of companies like giving under the table bribes to politicians to benefit the legislation and funding the campaign, fuck it. They literally companies just spend advertising money on paying other people to vote for their elected representative, and then whoever gives the most amount of money out to more people wins the election, because then people get rich and also companies get elected.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
we
that's
did
a great
boys.
idea.
We've did it. We've cracked the economic system.
First episode of the podcast. First episode of the podcast. Crack capitalism and fix the economy. Episode 2.
Yeah, it's like, when you go so fast, you accidentally just go back in time. We just went so hard right that we accidentally just fucking fixed class divide.
Yeah, no, it goes with the theory of if you go too far right, you end up on the left. We went so far right, we just ended up going in a circle.
Yeah.
Woo! First episode of the podcast. Fix the economy, done. Second episode. I don't know. Review MMLP again, I don't know. Hold on a second. You talk there for a second. Hello?
Okay.
I don't know.
I am now the official owner of this podcast. I'm going to cannibalize Koi while they sleep. Don't tell them, or they'll get suspicious. It must be vitally secret that they do not know my plan to commit murder
they are showing them.
and consume their corpse. It's the best way to hide the body, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just I made a call at the moment, so we'll probably
I am wanted in 5 states
Yeah, I'm just gonna call Evan.
for 12 counts of war crimes and crimes against humanity. Please do not tell the US government where I live.
Sorry for the interruption. What were you talking about there, Evan?
Oh, nothing important. Anyway, what's the final topic that you want to throw in?
Yeah, hold on, let me check my topic list because I have the memory of a fucking barn door. That is a terrible analogy.
We got like half an hour left, I think.
Yeah, I guess I'll mention, I might start, if I can figure out how to do it, I definitely will, but I'm getting a PS5 fairly soon, so I might start doing gaming videos on the channel.
Yeah, that'd be pretty good. I'm just constantly torn these days if I want to get a PlayStation 5 or a laptop, but I'm pretty much 90% at a laptop now because I need it for coding.
Yeah, that's fair. See, I just I'm not interested enough in coding for or anything to be interested enough in a laptop, and I'd also if I were getting any sort of computer thing, I'd want a PC, but PCs are so stupidly expensive, and
Yeah, they're just cracked because of fucking Bitcoin miners.
Yeah, exactly, and I can't invest in crypto.
Yeah.
Sadly, I'm just saying, like it. I've had good like stock market tips before, alright? I probably could have made money on crypto if I had the money to begin with. You know what I mean?
I
Like,
don't know, man. Crypto's weird. It's so weird. It's like have you heard the story behind it? Cryptocurrency literally just appeared on the internet one day, and to this day, no one knows where it's coming from, or who makes it, or even what the fuck it is, because the code has gotten so large to mine that no reasonable computer could ever scan it all. So
that,
so people are just downloading like terabytes and terabytes of data, and they have no idea what the fuck is in the code. They're just downloading it to solve the equations onto their laptop from an anonymous source that is like routinely uploading it at a set price to make sure that it doesn't tip over the economy
that's
or become worthless.
imagine being smart enough to do that. That's incredible. Like I'm sitting here I'm like sitting here saying, oh yeah, I'm like is sort of in know with stocks. Like I would have invested in Pfizer in like September before they did all the vaccine announcements. And we like to be fair, that was a good tip. It would have made money. Pity the person I told it to didn't take the fucking tip.
I'm gonna be real with you for a sec, man. Stock market is just gambling for rich people.
Yeah, no, it's gambling for rich people, but like at least like it's I don't know enough about gambling to think. There are a couple games where there's like some theoretical like game like skill to it, like well, blackjack. I think there's some sort of blackjack or poker. I don't know.
Blackjack is just counting cards.
Yeah, exactly. Blackjack's just being able to count cards and not be obvious doing it, because if it's obvious, I'll just kick you out of the casino. Funny how I learned about counting cards and stuff from like a fucking teen novel. Like, yeah, they were just.
I learned about it from that one episode of The Simpsons, dude.
I've never been a consistent enough watcher of The Simpsons. I think I used to like until like they put it until I got Disney Plus. The only real way I saw The Simpsons was if I was in with my dad and it was on RTE2 at like between 6 and 7 on a Friday.
Yeah, honestly, I don't even blame you not for that. Not watching it. It's just not even worth finding. It's not good.
It's not like The Simpsons is like it is good. The old seasons are good, and the like newer episodes I've watched, I found enjoyment in some of them. It's just like it's so like I don't want to say boring, but it's like doesn't since it's been around so long, nothing stands out about it, so you're not going to seek it out. It's like
not even that it doesn't stand out. It's just the writing is so bad. It's not funny, man. Like honestly, you could probably interchange a joke from Family Guy and The Simpsons, minus the violent graphic humor, and you wouldn't be able to tell the difference. Like if I just showed you a script from a guy from Family Guy or The Simpsons, you wouldn't be able to tell which is which anymore, and that's fucking heartbreaking, dude. It's so sad.
I probably would be able to, just for the fact I like Family Guy is still like so many pointless cutaway gags. Like all Family Guy used to have like
this is just like the time I was sus.
I fucking hate that video so much. It makes me want to die.
Man, I didn't realize it was fake for the longest time.
Yeah, it's same. That's what annoys me so much. And this is coming from someone who follows the Family Guy Funny Moments Twitter page, because they literally only post the actual funny bits from Family Guy. And to me, that's just depressing. For me, anyway. Like, just to be in the position where I end up following Family Guy Funny Moments.
Oh, I get them on my Instagram feed. They won't leave me alone. They're everywhere.
They won't go away. Yeah. My YouTube recommendations were literally full of them for like the entire summer. It was so fucking annoying.
Dude, that's what I absolutely hate about YouTube. You watch one 40-second Family Guy skit and it thinks that this is just your new life devotion.
Also, my YouTube was just like stop being subtle about how it reads my data. Like I played 8-ball pool for an hour one of the days. Open up YouTube, the entire page is just 8-ball pool videos.
Mine is literally just like Yu-Gi-Oh bills and stuff like that because I have no girlfriend.
Evan, neither of us do. Yeah, the one thing we should bring back from the atticast, just to has anybody got a girlfriend yet? That one section that lasted 30 seconds an episode.
No, because it would have been so funny if after like 68 episodes someone just goes, yes. Anyway.
You know, and then we make the entire episode about that, and by the time the episode's over...
No, it'd be way funnier if it'd be way funnier if everyone just cheers for like 12 seconds and moves on and never talks about it again.
Yeah, and then the next week they just say, "Is everybody single?" Yes.
Yeah.
and then that's it.
Yeah, man, that'd be pretty good.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Funny joke.
I'm sure. I know. There, like, I'm trying to think. There's music coming out tomorrow, but like it's from Drake. So do I care that much? Like, I've never really been huge into the Drake hype. I like a couple of his albums, but I haven't really liked anything he's done since, like, I don't know.
I know Drake primarily, like I know of him, but the only thing I know him from is fucking ruining that beat from Sicko Mode. Like the third beat goes so damn hard, and then my man just walks in out of Xanax.
He just talks about taking Xans on a plane.
And please, just give that beat to Kendrick, man. Please, I'm begging you.
Please give it to Kendrick. Go away, you Canadian motherfucker.
Wait, hold up. Drake is Canadian?
Yeah, Drake's from Toronto. The TV show you was on is Canadian.
This man is from Toronto.
Yeah, wow. When he's talking about going through the 6, like, he means going through fucking Toronto. I don't know why they call it the 6. Probably because there's about 6 famous people from Toronto in total.
Maybe there's like 5 other Torontos fucking hidden in the northern wilds of Canada.
No, it's just there's 6 places in Canada. There's Ontario, Vancouver, and Toronto, and then the other Quebec, and then there's like 2 other ones, Newfoundland. And everything.
Also,
else.
Fun fact: Canadians get really pissed off when you say Newfoundland instead of Newfoundland.
No, it's not Newfoundland. It's not Newfoundland.
No, you're supposed to say it like Newfoundland. You're not supposed to say it like Newfoundland. I get really annoyed when you say that.
See, the worst thing is, not only does this like sound like you're just saying Newfoundland, it sounds like if you look at the way it's spelled and then how it's pronounced, it sounds like a Finnish word as well.
It's not even Finnish, dude. It just says Newfoundland because it was the first place that the British docked.
Exactly, yeah. It's I don't know. These are the same people who have an entire section of their country that is dedicated to speaking French, and then the rest of them do not give a shit.
Actually, apparently, like, there's a pretty big portion of Canadians who speak French and are quite passionate about it.
That's just Quebec, though. That's mainly Quebec, because Quebec is fucking huge from what I remember.
Yeah, like, I don't even know, man. Canada's hiding something up there, up in the north, you know? Like, you really want me to believe that everyone in Canada just lives at the US border? Yeah, okay, nice try.
Yeah, that's one thing that's really funny to me. Like, I don't know, my uncle lived in Canada for like 2 years and then came back a very changed man.
Why, okay, no, that's a lie.
Yes, actually.
Yeah, honestly, if you can get over like the cost of living in Canada, it's a good place.
But that's the thing. He got like from the start, he got like a pretty well-paying job, and like he had his own place and all. He got
that's the thing.
He got deported because
Wait,
his
what?
visa ran. No, his visa ran out during the pandemic, and they couldn't set him. They couldn't set him up with a new one, so they just sent him back to Ireland. And like apparently he's still
Oh
planning to
fuck.
go back over eventually, but like he has like he started up his own business here that's doing well. So like honestly, and he's been looking at buying properties and stuff around here. So it wouldn't surprise me if like he just said, I'll get all my assets back from Canada and then just like pour it all into stuff here. Because like it does make
Honestly,
sense to
yeah.
like went to Canada for 2 years, made bank, and then just came back to Ireland, and like almost
That's
nothing
my
had
dream,
changed
man.
apart. Yeah, like I didn't see
Except
him
the
for like 2 years. I didn't see him for like 2 years apart from one time he came over for Christmas, which was a complete surprise. And then within a few months he was back over because he got deported. And he just like we didn't know until first time seeing my dad like 3 months after the first lockdown. He just gets off the Lewis and then behind him you just see my uncle getting off and I'm like, wait a fucking minute. This isn't
Wait
Canada.
a minute.
This isn't fucking Canada. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's my. I can't wait to just go to the United States and then earn lots of money and then leave and take my money with me. Ha ha ha! I will
Yeah.
single-handedly destroy their economy.
I mean, my plan is once I want to like make enough money. I don't know where I'm gonna make it. Probably here, maybe Germany. I don't know. But like, then
Wait, what
once
do you
I
mean?
make it,
Once you make enough money, man?
no, like once I make enough
Yes.
money to like actually be able to sustain a living in like, because I want to move to England for the sole purpose of, it's just like easier to support football. This is all assuming that I'm still going to give a shit about football when I'm in my 30s.
You're going to willingly live in England.
Listen, man, the fish and chips is enough of a fucking bargaining chip.
Literally, like, I mean, yeah, you'll be fine until you open your mouth and they hear your accent. You know?
No, that's the thing. If I live in Liverpool, then I'm fine because Scouse people love Irish people. I've been to Liverpool plenty of times. My dad has friends who live in Liverpool. My dad has family who live in Manchester as well. I'm fine. I'm going to be fine.
Huh. Yeah, actually, Liverpool's not that bad.
Liverpool is a very good city. I mean, out of everywhere I've been in England, granted, I barely remember being in Birmingham, but I was still right at bottom. Like, Liverpool's definitely top. Then Leeds, then Manchester, and then fucking Birmingham. That fucking place, God.
I have literally only been to London, and yeah, it's alright.
Yeah, I want to go to London, but like, just for the sole purpose of me saying, I've been to London. Yeah, shit, because I do not think I enjoy London. I would not
even
enjoy
that
London.
bad, mate. It's actually, to be fair, London is fairly impressive. Especially when
like,
you get
it's
off
probably
like
impressive to look at, but like also when I went to Leeds, the main thing I was talking because one of my Twitter mutuals is from Leeds, or is like at least has lived in Leeds, and I was just talking to him. I was like saying the one thing I mainly remember about Leeds is that the city centre, all the buildings are tall as fuck. Like if you think about Irish buildings,
the thing about Irish buildings is the thing about Irish buildings is Dublin has a height limit. So they have to follow that, and people want to get rid of it, but
yeah,
no.
I mean, yeah, no, that's fair.
And it's a low height limit.
Yeah, no, that's the main thing. It's just I can see the point because when I went to Leeds, I started getting vertigo from like in the middle of the city centre because every time I looked up, I could barely see the sky. It was just all buildings.
Yeah, but London's the same. All of the buildings in London are fucking massive. It's insane.
Yeah, I feel like I did want to go to London, but like I don't know what I do there unless I'm with a huge group of friends. Because realistically,
yeah, usually white people
like,
go on holidays. I
wouldn't go with family or anything because like they're always going on about like seeing the sights of London. I wouldn't really care. I'd more.
What's there to see in London? Hey, come look at the stuff that we stole from everyone else. What? Do you want it back? No.
Hey, come look at our big ass clock. Does it work? Not anymore.
We turned it off.
Yeah, the batteries died. The batteries in our big ass Rolex that we gave a fucking name has died, so we have stopped using the clock instead of changing it.
Yeah.
And then also, look at the obscene amount of bridges we have that stand over the filthiest river in the entire fucking continent.
Is it actually that bad?
From what I've heard about the River Thames, yes, because there's like no water control. Like you hear about all those charity events where people like swim the Thames or whatever. People are told not to do that because they end up getting like illnesses from the water. The Liffey would probably
Oh
be
my
up there,
god.
but like the Liffey would be
Oh.
up there, but like if you think about London and the population, definitely worse.
Yeah. Oh, dude. They have no water filtration regulation?
I'm pretty sure no, because people have campaigned for it, and like, well, let's be real. The Conservatives have been in power in England for a while.
Toys. Let's not get too political, otherwise people might stop watching the podcast.
I mean, to be fair, we wouldn't be able to talk about English politics for that long, or Irish politics, or American.
I can talk about Irish
Yeah, we
politics
just
all
wouldn't
day
be able.
long.
You can. I can. I know like bare bones stuff, but it was all learned from the Twitter campaign I had to closest schools, which eventually worked, and now I wish that I didn't because God, I fucking hate online school.
You kind of shot yourself in the foot there, didn't you?
Yeah, no,
Basically, Sinn Féin bad, and everyone else
you
not
know,
as bad, but still bad.
yeah, Sinn Féin bad, everyone else like lesser bad. Sinn Féin's basically American Republicans. Everyone else is just the Democratic Party in America.
Okay, yeah, no, no, dude, that's not even close. I mean, maybe in perception, yeah, but
yeah, that's what I mean. Like the perception is just like one party bad, every other party slightly less bad. That was literally that was like half the Democrats' basis for voting for Biden. He wasn't as bad as Trump. And now he's nuked the Middle East. Well, not nuked, but like he's bombed the Middle East. So let's go.
Poggers. Anyway, online school, it's not the worst. It's usable.
It's fine.
You know?
I would just rather be in person because, getting yourself up out of bed and then having to go outside, meaning you're at least slightly awake by the time you get to school, that's fine. Having to like contain yourself and like actually get up and stay in your own home and usually in your own room and still have the motivation to do even more work than what we were doing in there, that just isn't going to work for me, dog.
Yeah.
Also, it's ironic because today I saw an SNA from my school when I was out on my walk. I was talking to him for a bit and I was just like, "Oh, are you back in school? Yeah." And he's like, "Yeah, he's in a couple days a week now because they're trying to like phase SNAs back in." And he was like, "Sure, you'll be back in soon enough." And I said, "Yeah, April 12th last I heard." And then he nearly dropped his shipper in shock. Think about it.
What?
He thought all age groups were back by the 15th of March.
No.
Yeah, that's what I said, and he was like, "Oh, I see. I don't know whether that reflects, but I don't know if it reflects badly on him for not knowing, or the school for just like not telling him. Considering they probably should like be trying to set plans for when they eventually have to get everyone back in, especially since, if you compare us to fucking England and even America at this point, we are doing so bad with this fucking vaccine rollout. It is not even funny."
Listen, I don't have the energy to talk about the vaccine rollout, man. People like to shit talk it, but from what I gathered, it's just it's a bit of a fuck up on everyone's part. Our government, the European Union, AstraZeneca, whatever it's called, the provider of the vaccine. It's a mess.
Yeah, I just hope we can eventually fucking speed it up, because if you look at England and how bad they were dealing with everything, and now all of a sudden they're on track to open everything up by the 21st
Oh,
of June.
that's what makes me mad, man. Listen, okay, I don't give a shit about if it's going bad or not. What makes me angry is that like Britain had
We're gonna pull.
were basically
They pulled a
caught with their
full
dick out,
180.
right? Well,
Yeah.
we'll call it the dick out. Just absolutely made a balls of it, and but they just negotiated under the table like like a secret backhand deal to get exclusive rights to one of the vaccine companies against the European Union, just so they could fuck everyone else over and get themselves vaccinated first. Which I mean, to
It's
be
not
fair,
even.
yeah,
It's
national
not
interests
even
and whatever,
that so
but
much. I think
it's
it's
just
just.
scummy. It's fucking
It's
scummy, is what it is.
Yeah, but also they have
Uh,
like 3 different vaccines that they're rolling out. There's the Pfizer one, there's the AstraZeneca one, and they have their own, the Oxford one.
Yeah.
So that probably helps with it. But like, I don't know. I mean, here, like, if England is all opened up back up by the 21st of June, you finna see me swim in the Irish Sea. Coming from the person, went on my first jog in like, I don't know how long on Monday. I did like 5K and my legs still hurt.
Yeah, honestly, running sucks. Like, I get people who, run track or just jog, like, as to keep fit, and it's whatever. But man, y'all are fucking psychopaths. Running sucks so much.
Oh yeah, no, I agree. I did it because one, my family keep bullying me because I'm gaining weight. Two, I was like, I would like to be able to still do a football when I come back in like fucking October at this point. Like, let's be real,
Yeah.
we're not having a summer. We are not getting a summer, are we?
No, but like, I don't want to talk about it. you know,
At least
I
it
just
gives
don't.
time for the podcast to kick off so we can make money and then use it on.
Man, I'm gonna
Funding
say
the
this
podcast.
now. Like, you can cut this bit if you want, but don't make this podcast for money. We'll make jack shit.
Yeah, no,
We'll
I'm
make
not
we'll
making
make
it for
pennies.
money.
Anything.
Yeah, no, we are literally not going to make anything unless I manage to get onto Spotify and we get a Spotify deal, or we like the only thing I can see working in our favor is YouTube favors long form content. So if the channel does get monetized, anybody who watches like the full episode will be giving us like a decent bit of money because it's based off like it's cent per minute or like rather than cent per view or whatever. So you get paid based on how long, like how much watch time you get.
Nice.
That's the only thing working in our favor. But like I'm saying this as a need 1,000 subscribers. I'm on 25, I think.
You get that, man.
So on that note, if you've listened this far, poor soul, like, subscribe, share around, please.
Share.
Shit.
And haters, don't get blocked.
Get blocked. Shit. Like and subscribe and comment below if you want to be entered in the $19 Fortnite share giveaway.
Okay.
Adios.